friends, and welcome to our online music lesson. Now, before we get started, you should have been given this worksheet from your teacher. We will be completing this worksheet during music class today, so make sure that it is handy and you have a pencil to write with. Brr, have you been outside lately? It's getting really cold. You know what I like when it's cold outside? I love a nice warm cup of soup. And you know what? It's October. We are going to make some pumpkin soup today. Now, listen to me and do exactly what you see me do. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottom and cut off the top. What you have left you'll throw in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Now, friends, remember, whenever you see me do something, you should do exactly what I do. Let's do that again, and make sure that you're chopping up your vegetables or else our soup might not work. Here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottom and cut off the top. What you have left you'll throw in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Now, we're going to make our awesome soup today, and I said it's a pumpkin soup, so let's take out our pumpkins. And before we do that, don't forget about week 5 assignment. Number 1, in Chop Chop Chippity Chop, what ingredients did we add to the soup? Circle the ingredients that we used. Since we're adding pumpkin, go ahead and take your pencil and circle that pumpkin. You can pause the video if you need to circle the pumpkin, and as soon as you're ready, hit play again. Alright, we have our pumpkin on our tray, and here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottom and cut off the top. What you have left you'll throw in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Good job, friends. Now, let's add some potatoes to our soup. Take out your worksheet and let's circle potato. Here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottom and cut off the top. What you have left you'll throw in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Right now we have pumpkin and potato. Let's add some spices. Let's add garlic. Take out your worksheet and circle garlic. 1, 2, and here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottom and cut off the top. What you have left you'll throw in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. We have room for one more thing. Let's add carrots. Everybody take out your worksheet, find that carrot, circle it, and here we go. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Cut off the bottom and cut off the top. What you have left you'll throw in the pot. Chop, chop, chippity chop. Our soup is nice and full. Let's review before we go on with our soup. You should have pumpkin, potato, garlic, and carrot circled on your worksheet. If you need to pause the video, you may pause the video and hit play again when you are ready. Alright, friends, now that our soup is ready to go, let's take the world's biggest spoon and let's stir our soup really, really slowly. Can you stir your soup really, really slowly? Now go fast and go slow and fast and slow and slow. Did I trick you? Alright, take your spoon and take a sip. Now that has made me warm again. You know, speaking of pumpkin soup, have you ever heard the tale of the 5 little pumpkins? No? Well, I have to tell you the story. Make your arm like mine, make it a gate, and put your 5 pumpkins on top. Can you do exactly what I do? I think you can. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There's bats in the air." The third one said, but we don't care. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. The fifth one said, it's time for some fun. And whoosh went the wind, and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Wow, that was so much fun. Let's do it again. And if you didn't join me the first time, see if you can join me, okay? And if you know this song, you may say it with me as well. Your gate, your pumpkins. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, oh my, it's getting late. The second one said, there are bats in the air. The third one said, but we don't care. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. The fifth one said, I'm ready for some fun. And whoosh went the wind, and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Now, friends, I have a very special friend for you to meet. This is Mr. Boo, and Mr. Boo likes to fly whoop and down. But when he flies up and down, he goes whoop and whoo. Let's follow our voice with Mr. Boo. Whoo. Good job, friends. All right, friends, if you take your week 5 assignment and flip it to the back, there's a song here called Pass the Pumpkin. Listen to me sing. Pass the pumpkin round and round. Listen to that minor sound. Oh, oh, will it stop on you? Let's do that song again, but this time at the end, we're going to let out a quiet boo. Here we go. Join me on that boo at the end. Pass the pumpkin round and round. Listen to that minor sound. Oh, oh, will it stop at you? Good job joining me on that boo. Now there's another part of the song that you know. Oh, oh. It would look like this. Oh, oh. When you see Mr. Boo pop up on the screen, then join me on those ooh sounds. Pass the pumpkin round and round. Listen to that minor sound. Oh, will it stop on you? Very good job, friends. The lights have went out. That must mean it's time for a spooky song. Now, I'm going to sing, but I need your help. Every time I sing a phrase, it's like a musical sentence. I need you to help me go, ooh. Will you help me? Let's sing that together. Ooh. The song starts like this. There was an old woman, all skin and bones. And after I sing that musical sentence, that musical phrase, you get to come in with, ooh. Are you ready? I'm ready. Here we go. There was an old woman, all skin and bones. Ooh. She lived on down by that old graveyard. Ooh. One night she thought she would take a walk. Ooh. She walked down by that old graveyard. Ooh. She saw the bones lying around. Ooh. She thought she'd sweep that old church house. Oh, she went to the closet to get a broom. Oh, she opened the door and boom! Now let's talk about what happened. Was she scared by a ghost? Mm-mm. When she went to open up the door, something silly happened. Whoever went to put the brooms away last time, they made the closet a mess. So she's walking through, and everything's spooky. She goes to open the door, and the brooms fall down on her. Oh, what a silly story. Let's turn the lights back on. All right, friends, speaking of spooky stories, take your worksheet and flip it onto the back. I've got a poem for you. It's all right in the dark. As I read, you'll notice that I start as quiet as a mouse, and then I end up loud. Say that with me. Quiet as a mouse. Loud. And then at the very end, I come back down to normal speaking voice. Here I start, as quiet as a mouse. It's dark in my room, and it's late at night. It's the first time I'm sleeping without my light. There's something downstairs. It's in the hall. Well, maybe it's nothing. Nothing at all. But there it is again at the foot of the stair. There's something in the house. I know it's there. It could be that tiger I saw on TV. It's coming up the stairs to gobble up me. Maybe it's a lion or a big black bear. I can hear its footsteps at the top of the stair. Closer and closer, now it's coming to my room. Maybe it's a vampire who escaped from his tomb. It's turning my doorknob, it's opening my door. What if it's a dragon or maybe 2 or 3 or 4? It's coming to my room. What will I do? And that was our loudest. Hello, Mother. It's only you. Let's say that last line together at a normal speaking voice. Hello, Mother. It's only you. All right, friends, let's stand up, and it is time for our great train adventure. Walk with me. Step, step, step. Engine, engine, number 9. Going down Chicago line. If the train should jump the track, do I get my money back? Yes, no, maybe so, and freeze. Now our first friend on our great train adventure today is Mr. Turtle. And Mr. Turtle likes to go slow. So we have to make sure that we go slow so that Mr. Turtle is satisfied with his train ride. Let's step, step, and here we go. Engine, engine, number 9. Going down Chicago line. If the train should jump the track, do I get my money back? Yes, no, maybe so. Very good. Now, Mr. Turtle, he really liked how good you did on that train ride. But I wonder, will Mr. Rabbit be satisfied? Now, Mr. Rabbit likes fast. Stand up nice and straight and tall. We have to go fast. Step, 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 and here we go. Engine, engine, number 9, going down Chicago line. If the train should jump the track, do I get my money back? Yes, no, maybe so. Now freeze. Woo! That went really well. Both Mr. Rabbit and Mr. Turtle were very proud of you today. Now, friends, let's take a moment to review. I'm looking at number 2 on our worksheet. Draw a circle around the friend that likes to go fast. Draw an X on the friend that likes to go slow. Now, after doing engine, engine number 9, which friend liked to go fast? Was that Mr. Rabbit or Mr. Turtle? Go ahead and draw a circle around our friend that goes fast. Now, which friend likes to go slow? Mr. Rabbit or Mr. Turtle? Draw an X over our friend that likes to go slow. If you need to pause the video, you may do so now, and if you're ready to go ahead and hit play, or let it keep playing. Now friends, it is time for our Peer Gynt adventure, as we go into the castle in the Hall of the Mountain King. So stand up and do exactly what I do. Oh, do you hear that? Let's tiptoe. Can you tiptoe as quiet as a mouse? We're in the castle. Let's look. There's so many things to see. There's gold all the way from the floor to the ceiling. Look at that. Wow. We haven't been caught yet. I'm feeling pretty good. How about you? Do you think we're going to be caught? Oh, music's getting faster. Huh? Is there something after us? What's about to happen? Here's the Mountain King. Run! Run away! Fast! Run as fast as you can! Oh my goodness! He's right behind you! Oh no! Go to the door! He's coming! He's right there! The stranger! Let's close the doors! Close! Close! Run to the next door! Close! Close! The next door! Run! One last door! Let's jump through it! Very good job today, friends. Now, friends, the song we just listened to was In the Hall of the Mountain King by our composer of the month, Edvard Grieg. Let's listen to another song by Edvard Grieg. This song is called Morning Mood. While we listen to this song, I want you to copy me and do exactly what you see me do. Do you think you can do that? I think you can. That's the sound of our speaker connecting. And here it is. What a nice morning. And we will stop there today with that. Alright, friends, we've had a lot of spooky songs today. I'd like to end class today with one song that is super silly. Are you ready for a super silly song? Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name, by Ted Arnold. Now, just like Skin and Bones, I need your help. Whenever I finish a musical phrase, you need to help me, okay? So I'm going to sing, and then when I sing my part, after I finish, you are going to help me sing. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. Sing that with me now. Try your best. Here we sing. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. From the beginning. I'll help you know when it's your turn. She had a funny name, but she wasn't much to blame. Her mother gave it to her just the same. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. Well, she had two peculiar hairs on her head. One was black and one was red. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had two eyes that were quite a sight. One looked left and the other looked right. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had two holes in the bottom of her nose, one for her fingers and one for her toes. Ugh. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had two teeth inside of her mouth. One went north and the other went south. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had two arms that flopped all around. When she walked, they would drag on the ground. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had 2 feet that were wide and flat, each one bigger than a bathroom mat. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had one brain inside of her head. What it thought was what she said. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. Some folks say that her breath smells sweet, but me, I'd rather smell her feet. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. If rain makes flowers sweet and clean, there ought to be a downpour on Magdalene. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan, Smith was her name. And if you look carefully, why did her name change to Smith? Well, she got married, of course. Alright, friends, well, it's almost time to go, but before we go, let's talk about question number 3. Today's book, Catalina, Magdalena, made me feel. Color in the emotion that you feel. Choose one of the emotions below and color it in. Now, let's talk about this. Was Catalina, Magdalena a silly book? Were we laughing? Was it an angry book? Were we mad? Was it a sad book? Did it make us feel like we had to cry? Color in whichever emotion you feel best fits how that book made you feel. And once you do that, you are all done. Just make sure you turn in that worksheet to your homeroom teacher and they will get it to me. I will see you next week. Bye-bye, friends.